When you think about fun electric scooters, the 450X from Ather comes to mind quickly. Good on performance, good on looks, and a whole lot of innovations over the years. So as Ather Energy celebrates its 10th anniversary this year, it's only fair that it celebrates its most celebrated model, the 450X. And to do that, it's bringing this limited edition 450 Apex. Think of it as the pinnacle of performance on the 450 platform, celebrating all that's good about this electric scooter, but taking it a level higher. This is a limited run model, and beyond that color option, you get a whole lot of changes. What are they and how does it ride? Well, hello and welcome to HT Auto. My name is Samir Contractor, and let's get riding the Ather 450 Apex. The Ather 450 platform has been massively successful for the brand. With over 2 lakh electric scooters produced, Ather says the new 450 Apex is about bringing the best out of this architecture as practically as possible. Visually, it remains the same design we've seen for nearly a decade now. Good thing then, the 450 series has aged well, and the new Apex brings some spunk to the overall styling. The new Indian blue shade looks funky with a lovely satin finish offering a premium appeal. Couple that with the KTM-like bright orange accents that extend to the 12-inch alloy wheels and chassis. But the real party piece is the exposed side panel. Now, Ather originally proposed the idea of a transparent panel on the Series 1 450X couple of years ago. Since then, the company says that it has nearly perfected the idea of a transparent panel, and that's why it shows up on the 450 Apex. It's nice and bold, and I think it takes a nice and bold scooter to even a bolder profile. What I really like is that it brings out the bright orange chassis on this, and the fact that there are no messy wires or bad welds that actually show up. So there is a sense of usability on the transparent panel. I also like the blue pigmentation here that actually matches the overall color scheme on the 450 Apex. You also get an orange Ather logo and the 10 years branding to tell you why this limited model is actually special. The digital dashboard remains the same and carries over all the current features barring the Warp mode. It is now replaced with the new Warp Plus mode. It's all about ludicrous performance. Ather has extracted more power from the motor, while it also gets better range thanks to a bunch of other changes. Now the Ather 450 Apex amps up everything compared to the 450X. This one makes 7 kW or 9.3 brake horsepower as compared to 6.4 kW or 8.5 brake horsepower on the standard 450X. And that means you have a higher top speed now of 100 km per hour. That's one concern Ather has addressed that a lot of users had about a lower top speed. Also, the torque delivery is much earlier now, so it comes in much earlier, stays there for longer, and that means your initial acceleration has improved by 13%, and rolling acceleration between 40 and 80 km per hour has gone up by a good 30%. Now the thing is, you feel a slight incremental update when it comes to initial acceleration when you're directly off the throttle, and that feels quite nice. But the big difference that comes in rolling acceleration. It's a far more entertaining scooter than before. It urges you to push forward, and that's what I really like about it. Add to that a fantastic chassis, and it is constantly telling you to go forward and it can take it. And I think that's the best way to celebrate what the 450X platform always was. What I really like is that on the road, what it can do is better overtakes than before, and you're just quicker than everybody else in traffic. And I think that's what a lot of people will realize once they start riding it, especially in that new Warp Plus mode. The throttle input has always been just right on the 450 series. With the 450 Apex, the company says the throttle response time is even quicker at just 90 milliseconds when compared to 400 milliseconds on a conventional petrol scooter. This further adds to the scooter being more responsive and quick to inputs. The chassis and suspension only enable better handling on the 450 Apex, The electric scooter can confidently lean into corners and is easy to maneuver as well. The ride quality continues to remain slightly firm, especially at the rear.
Now Ather is offering something magical on the 450 Apex. It's actually called Magic Twist and it offers negative throttle here. Now what it does is offer regen braking but operated from the throttle itself. So you have about 15 degrees of negative throttle that allows you to brake accordingly. Now compare that to say A, B or C levels of regen braking. This is granular. So I can give as much input as I need and it will accordingly brake. Don't get me wrong, this does not eliminate braking itself. You still get conventional brakes with levers and you will have to use them at high speeds. But when it comes to modulating speed, say in traffic or within city levels, this works really well because first of all, you're not putting as much pressure on the hardware of the brake, so lesser wear and tear. And at the same time, you can charge the battery while on the move, but more efficiently. So Ather says that this takes the real world range from 110 kilometers on the 450X to 120 kilometers on the 450 Apex, and that's a small yet incremental update that a lot of users will appreciate.
While the upgrades are great, the Apex is still the same 450X underneath. It gets the same chassis, suspension and braking hardware. It still carries over the same seat and storage options, while issues like the high floorboard remain as well. But it's easy to overlook the lack of significant upgrades, because the 450 Apex is all about intensifying performance.
Now the guys at Ather tell me that the 450 Apex is a passion project, and that's one of the reasons why it's totally unhinged. And I have to say, I really like the way it is in terms of performance, how bold it gets with that transparent panel, and overall it's such a fantastic way to celebrate what the 450X has done for the company. Think of this as a swan song to the 450 platform.
All the upgrades come at a hefty price tag of 1,89,000 rupees ex-showroom, and this scooter does not get FAME subsidy. So yes, it is pretty expensive. But then again, this isn't for everybody. The company will make the 450 Apex only on a made-to-order basis, so it depends how much of a fan are you of Ather Energy and the 450X platform to get this one home.
Well, it was quite the fun night and day with the new Ather 450 Apex. Tell us what you think about the scooter and are you planning to bring one home? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Share it with your loved ones. Hit the bell icon to get all the updates from HD Auto. And like I always say, helmets on the two-wheeler, seatbelts in the car. My name is Samir Contractor. Thank you so much for watching.